Hello everybody, my name is Kara and today I'm here with kind of a March reading update. So I mentioned that I was going to do my sequelathon TBR in a later video and I am doing that now. And I also there are a couple of other readathons that are overlapping with the days of this readathon. So there's a Zodiacathon, which is run by Carrie the Book Bell, and Sequelathon obviously, which is Rebecca and Sarah over at Tea Hags. And then there's also the Fantasy Adventure-a-thon, which I think is Jaded Reader and Tiny Book Dragon and a couple other people. I'll have all the information in the description, and normally I go through and I do every single challenge and here's the book I'm gonna read for that challenge and everything. And I kind of want to keep this more casual, so I will have all of the information for the challenges and what books I'm using for what in the description. And I do really like all of the challenges, and if I remember them I'll talk about them, but yeah, it's I kind of just want this to be a chattier, casual video. So I've had a really great reading month in March, and I kind of want to keep that momentum going, and readathons actually really help me focus my reading and actually I don't know, picking books for challenges helps keep me excited to read, and it leads to me picking some things up that I maybe wouldn't have picked up right away, and I really like that. So I don't know why I feel the need to defend myself for doing multiple readathons in a month. I don't think anyone's judging me for it, but I guess I just feel I need to say something. So something I'm really looking forward to doing is continuing the Binti series by Nidhi Okorafor. I read the first book last month and I talked about it in my wrap-up, but I really enjoyed it, and I own the entire trilogy of novellas, and I really want to get onto the next one and actually stay continuous with the series for once. I also really am excited to read The Girl of Ink and Stars by Kiran Millwood Hargrave. This is just such a lovely looking book, and the formatting, there's sort of pictures in it. And I bought this while I was in Ireland from Waterstones, and I've had it for a few years now, and I've put it on several readathon TBRs and I've just never gotten to it, but I think it sounds really lovely and kind of dreamlike. Emma Carroll blurbs it as a spellbinding world of magic, myth, and adventure. The story holds you like a labyrinth and won't let you go. And that sounds great, and it's really short, and yeah, I finally want to get this read because I think I'm going to really enjoy it. Next, I have a few of my options for the sequelathon. One of them that I'm really excited about is Disenchanted, The Trials of Cinderella by Megan Morrison. This is the sequel to Grounded, which I read last year and loved. And this is also on my 2019 retelling bingo challenge, I think. And it's a series that Giselle from Giselle Bradley actually introduced me to. I loved the first book. I've heard this one is even better. We have a Black Cinderella character who's taking down unsafe workplace practices. It just sounds like it's going to be a really good time, and I am so excited. I think the third and final book actually comes out in a few months, so again, staying caught up with series is a goal of mine. We'll see if it happens. And then for one of the series that I have been reading for the longest time that I just have not finished, that is The Winter's Kiss by Marie Vrtkowski. This is the third book in the Winter's Curse trilogy, Winter's series, I don't know. But I love the series, and I've just been scared because I feel like this book is going to break my heart, and I've been putting it off for that reason. But I need to actually read it because I think of this as one of my favorite fantasy series, but if I never actually read the last book, I can't really say that. So I want to read that one. And then this is kind of a bonus, but I would like to get to Always and Forever Lara Jean by Jenny Han. This is a contemporary series that I've really been enjoying. I love Lara Jean. I will defend her with my last breath because I feel like she gets such a bad reputation for being a teenager who feels like a teenager. But all that aside, I've really been enjoying it, and I really want to finish this one. This was actually chosen for me by Ashley, my friend, and I do want to finish it. I actually remember Summer of Salt was the prompt for the Zodiacathon one that was has a food name in the title. And this was so difficult to find a book that fit this, but I'm glad I had this one. I count salt as a food item. So I'm so excited for this. I love this cover. I heard this is a really beautiful kind of atmospheric story about an island, and I think people on the island have these strange kind of magic powers. It's very magical realism and soft fantasy. And I'm really excited about it. I've also heard it gets very intense, so that's something to be prepared for, but I think it's going to be great. I think I'm going to really enjoy it. I have heard wonderful things about this book, and I just have a feeling I'm going to love it. And then last is another book I'm super excited for, and that is The Dead Queen's Club by Hannah Capin. So this is a modern retelling of Henry VIII's wives, and basically it reminds me a little bit of John Tucker Must Die, but hopefully with a less disappointing ending. From what I can tell, it follows a few ex-girlfriends of Henry, and in this modern retelling, he's I think a football star or something, and he has this reputation of not treating his girlfriends very well, and I think they actually start going missing. There might be a murder mystery or something in this book as well, so it's definitely going to be as dark as you would expect with a Henry VIII like retelling, but I'm so interested in this concept. It basically sounds like a bunch of girls banding together to take down a fuckboy, and with the historical context. So I am extremely excited for this. This sounds like it's gonna be right up my alley. I love this cover. I'm just really, really, really excited about this. I also have a couple library books I really want to get to. One of them is Snow White by Matt Furlan, and that is another book my friend Giselle picked for me. And then the other one is Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. I hope to get to that last month for Black History Month, but I didn't have a chance to. And it's a novel in verse. I think it's gonna be really quick. I've heard incredible things about it, and it doesn't have to be February to read Black authors, so I'm really excited to get to that one. So that was my kind of chill mid-month reading update about what I hope to read in the next couple of weeks. I'm filming this on, is it the 14th maybe? 13th? And I've read like 9 books in the first half of the month with them, which I'm really happy with. So I think it's not too ambitious to get to all of these. We'll see. I'd love to hear something that you're excited to read during the month. And yeah, I hope we all have a great rest of the month with reading. Let me know how you guys feel about these more like kind of chatty TBR or reading plan videos. I just sort of felt like trying that today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you soon with another video, and I hope you love the next book you read. Bye!